Okay, just a really quick one for a really cool maths idea. Um, when we're doing statistics and probability, a good way to get kids to get in on creating stats is to design a task that allows them to actually record some data from their own volition. So some standard ones that I might use would be something like throwing airplanes, if you're limited on resources. So every kid builds a airplane and they have to fly that plane and record how far it went. So we would set up a nice easy form. And so this could be my flight record. And the question will be as simple as what was my distance or my flight distance. Try to get them to be specific. And then we're just going to chuck in probably just something like a short answer. And we're going to change it so that it has a response validation. It must be a number and is number, right? It must be required, and then that's that one. So when they enter in their response, what they're going to get is some data. So let's say I preview this as a student, and they threw their plane and they got 2 meters. They'll just go 2 meters, submit. And then what they're going to do is they're going to submit another response every single time that they fly that plane. So the next one might be 3 meters, submit. And the next one could be, 4 meters, whatever. What you're doing is you're collecting data. And then in the end, when you go back to your side of the form, you can go and create a spreadsheet. And the spreadsheet will have all the data that you've collected, and obviously will be updated as you enter in. I'm sure we're pretty familiar with forms now. I got what is my flight distance, and I got 2, 3, and 4, and I probably should put in that should be meters. So I might want to put the unit in there as well. But then I can start making a graph out of this, and because I got a timestamp as well, I can actually it helps to create this. Now that timestamp can be altered within there. Let's go insert chart up the top, and it's going to chuck in my all my data and do it for me. So this is a great way for kids to learn about, different charts and which ones would be more appropriate for different data. I mean, it's very simple to set up and get going. So that's one of them. And just more ideas around this one is you can look at something like an altimeter from this company called Jolly Logic. There's distributors in New Zealand. These things record a whole bunch of different data around your flights. So you've got your max height and also flight time. You've got distance, you've got speed, you've got a whole bunch of stuff. So simple ones with this one could be taping it to a ball and kicking the ball, and you get everyone in the class to kick the ball and see who over a week or a month has the most consistent kick or who's improving the most. You can attach this to rockets, which is what I got into. So attaching it to rockets and using that as your source for your statistics, really hands-on and really cool ways to get kids to actually look at data in a different aspect rather than just counting cars or doing your standard birthdays or things like that. Anyway, that's a quick idea, and that's enough from me.